Uh, uh, yes. Wait. I see some of my posts on here. Did you hear Lady Blue respond to this? She's talking about once black women hear it doesn't matter if it's true or not. Can you do me a favor? Are you friends with me on Facebook or Discord? Let me know. Walter X. If you're still in the building, let me know. If it's, you're going to have to try to drop that link. No, I need the link for that, bro. Okay. 1 second, guys. As I'm getting everything set up nicely, with the music only goes so far, but the content moves on as normal. But like always, welcome to the Chaos Rain Show. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and become a member. The links to follow me are the following. You can follow me on Twitter at Chaos Rain 7. You could join my Discord service as well. Also, become a friend on Facebook as well, or actually, better yet, follow me on Facebook. And what else? I'm trying to remember what else. I did say become a member. Oh, and join my Rumble page. I was able to do some housekeeping with the Rumble page, and now I think I understand what I was missing. So I have when you go onto the page and a C Rain 23 on Rumble, I actually gave some context now. So when you go on, you'll see like what you see on YouTube and other platforms, you see as an actual page now. Because as you know, I am still tweaking Rumble as we speak, because I only post a few videos on there. I'm trying to get to 30 followers, and I probably might extend to more than 30, but right now 30 is like the starting point. I might do live streams on Rumble. I don't know, but overall, I would love, and I mean it dear to my heart, I would love people to start following me on Rumble and many other outlets as well. I'm looking at this. What's this? What's this? Hey, that's a stupid type. So anyhow, it looks like. Oh, and I told you I have podcasts as well on Apple, Spotify, etc. too. But like I said, mostly you'll see me usually on YouTube and Rumble and some other media outlets. But that's pretty much it. 1 second, guys. Make sure you guys like the stream. Likes are free, like always. And, support the channel with a super chat or a cash app. And I'm making sure I got everything else. And I might look that up. I'm not sure where to find it, because you tell me it's not giving me context of where to find this. If you're still there, Walter, I'll need the where to find it. Is it a TikTok? Is it YouTube? I'll pull it up, but and I'm just doing a short rant, guys, because like I said, starting off a little late. Oh, really late, but okay. All right, so let me see what's going on here. Let me see what he's saying. I'm gonna find this right now before I play these videos. I don't know why would God won't tell me where to find it. That doesn't make no sense. I don't mind you guys telling me something on the chat room, but it would be even better if you guide me where you found it. All right. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look this up now. Let me see if this is the one. If not, I can't help you guys. I gotta find where it is. Yeah, this is not helpful. Bro, you're gonna have to give me a link to this, because I'm looking at a bunch of videos and I'm not gonna be scanning videos right now. That's not gonna happen. I do these things very much coordinated. When I do these streams, I just don't sit there just try to search on the blue if it's easy to search for. But overall, I do things with some structure here in the Chaos Rain Show. So, all right, let's begin. And thank y'all for your patience. And like so, always, and you know the goal, like always, we try to go around $50 or more. Today's stream is titled Ben Horowitz, Fake Quote, and its importance or its impacts on the community, or you know what I'm talking about. I've noticed there was a special quote being circulated here on the internet, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull up the quote since I am here. All right. And let me see if this picture is big enough. Yeah, I could use this picture. All right, so I'm gonna pull up a picture now. And usually it's the tag of the thumbnail. Pessimist. Okay, so let me pull up now. And as y'all can see, and I'm gonna make my cells a little smaller, so or just remove myself. The quote that got the internet all buzzing or hot: billionaire prefers black women. They are loyal and guards your interests. Black wives are for grown-ups. Now, we came to find out when this was posted, right? That was a made-up fabricated article, which was a lie. And lo, becoming that this came about after a lot of black women were seeing things circulating on the internet in regards to black athletes, i.e., football players. A few young ones that the cameras was focused on the black football male players, boy or men players, getting drafted with their so-called white girlfriends, not wives, girlfriends, because they're not married to these women. For those that don't know, what's good, Mr. O? Mr. O, in the chat room, someone said that some person posted a video about the married to the black billionaire. I'm not sure if you heard about it, sir. If you know of any links, either TikTok or some of a few ladies saying that they don't care if it's fake or not, can you please let me know? If you do have, I'll send you where to post it. I would, matter of fact, I'll do y'all guys better. Since I'm talking, I'm gonna pull up where you can follow me. Let me find it. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Should have did this earlier, but I'm doing this now. I'm gonna post. Oh damn, I didn't even put it there. Damn, I'm messing up with the description. All right, don't worry, I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna put what's in the description here, the links to follow me, and I'm gonna put from Facebook to Discord for y'all guys to follow me. And if you find the post, you can send it for me from either one. All right. So first I'm going to send is my Facebook page, where you could add me as a friend and send that to me there if you find the video of it. All right. So here you go. All right. Mr. O says, I haven't seen those videos saying they don't care. Okay, good. All right, that's my page on Facebook. You can follow me, and I'm going to put my Discord service, which is much quicker if you have Discord. Discord is more effective because you can get everything from Discord much faster. Can you not have to add me as a friend on Discord? You just join my Discord service. All right, hold on. All right, good. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna send it to my Discord. These are links you could follow. Add me now. If you find anything of any information, those are the best place to send it to me. I will put my Gmail, but most people don't really send things from Gmail. Now I've noticed. So I have other alternate methods where people could reach out to me. So there you go. All right, I see somebody. I think that's Mr. O, or it could be Walter. I'm not sure who joined my Discord. Let me know. In the Discord, are you Mr. 68 on Walter X? If it's you that's 68, then yes, I might see you in Discord. Let me know. Oh, it's you? Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. O. I don't like sharing people's YouTube. Let me see. I'm checking now. All right, good. I like doing this. Let me look up somebody right now Let's look. Okay, yeah, I see Miss O. It's you, Miss O. Okay, cool. Let me do this quickly, man. I don't like doing this. I'm not sure if I'm going to waste my time looking up. I don't like dealing with other content creators. Oh, it's her. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me look at this. Why white men don't marry black women are often as black men marry white women. Okay. Let me look at some videos. I'm just going to look at this briefly. I'm not going to waste my time sharing this, guys. Yeah, I'm not going to waste time. All right, well, I'm not going to invest that. Let me go to my own dissertation about this. But thank you, Walter, for putting it out there, Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Yes, I glanced it. I had to look at that video. I'm not going to do it here because, I do things organizable, and I'm not going to be sharing people's content. I just don't. I mean, she has some audience. She still has a long way to go, but I'm not going to deal with that. So let me go my dissertation. And I'm be honest with you, Walter, if these women still believe or either don't believe and think that they don't care, they're going to still run with the narrative, that tells you where they stand, brother. That tells me they don't see a good majority or a good portion of black men as of any significance or interest. They are out here screwing anything that moves, mostly non-blacks. Then after that, if they get the so-called mixed baby, they'll come back for black men for what they call the reach back. Like literally, they'll come back for you to the reach back. And really, truly, a lot of brothers not gonna be dealing with reach backs. They're just not. So, and here's the funny thing of the immaturity. Since I'm going there, how sad could it be that right now, as a race, black women, we talking about, desperation does not gain you anything of success. It actually makes you look pathetic. And we can go as far as irrelevant. Now, as a man, you can't sit there beg non-black women for anything of any significance. You're not gonna do that. And even if you try to do that, let's say we black men do that as a mass whole, you're gonna look to be and you're gonna be laughed at. Because now, if you're desperate as a man, you do anything. I mean anything. And last thing you want to do as a man, you should not be so desperate to do anything. You present yourself, you put yourself in some good position, and let it let the chips fall where they may. Like literally, you up here being desperate. If let's say if the shoe's on the other foot, most women don't look at that as anything respectful. As a matter of fact, they'll look down and they will take advantage of you if you're so desperate. Because one thing we all know, gentlemen, if a woman doesn't rock with you or like you, they will exploit you and use you if you're not careful. Like literally, they will use and exploit you if you're not careful. And I think to a few brothers are just too comfortable being used and exploited, and not in a respectful way. You know. And yes, to my good friend Uncle Sperling or any other the gentleman say this, or anybody will say, you are too nice. At times, I always think about, is it good to be a nice dude or whatever? I would say you gotta be whatever you should be to get a outcome. Now, I'm not telling you what you should do or what you should be, but the outcome you're getting now of, if we want to say being nice, is not working. You might have to try some things. Just saying. You go have to try some things. And I think enough black men are not trying different things, especially dealing with the alleged opposite sex. I think most women nowadays, they look for suckers more than anything else. That's why when you hear about what the standards, what they'll accept, what they demand from you, you don't really have to give her that. You know that, gentlemen, right? Because the minute you give it to her, she might want something else and will possibly constantly move the goalposts. And you as a man, you're not trying to be moving no goalposts for no chick that's not really invested in you. You could do it, but you're not gonna like the outcomes doing that in the long term, and not short term but long term. So keep that there. All right. Oh, one other thing before I continue, I have some due.
Money. I told you. Where is my money? Betty, bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
You know it is. Please, guys, support the channel. Hit the super chat or the Cash App. You know the Cash App. It says $ Chaos 8 Rand. Support the channel. I would surely appreciate it. And I'm reading. They also show that we should not listen nor believe any of these statistics. They write in the comments or say on their videos. I told people statistics are propaganda and lie. Well, statistics, as we see it today, and it's going to hurt a lot of gentlemen. I look at statistics right now as it's used right now. When you confront any so-called black chick, they'll use that as a weapon to keep not only the goalposts going, but to even deny you of any significance of respect. What they do to you, they do different to other groups of men. And I repeat, I don't care if they say what they tell you. No, these other groups of men are not in importance. What they do to you, they will be lenient to do the opposite for other groups of men. Because in their mind, the white skin is salvation. It's a form of badge of honor that it will remove the impurities of this black skin and also deliver from, and I mean deliver them from their sins of being black in the world. And how can I prove it? And it now hit me. It just hit me. I just now remember. Hold on. Where is my? I just now remember the video, and I forgot this video. I don't know how I forgot this video. You know, video I'm about to play, guys, and I'm going to play it because this is so important that it adds on to a greater point, and it hones in home of the one Mr. Carroll said a long time ago.
explore your dating options, choose character over color. Yeah, this is what you have to do. If you don't do this and you spend your time looking for the mythological good black male, the i.e. unicorn, you're going to die single and alone. This is what, so now, once you understand that, then you understand why they trashed CJ King. Because what have I told y'all in many of my videos? I told y'all they're going to use your dysfunction against you.
And let's be clear here, gentlemen. They are a group of men very much dysfunctional. Now, some of you see some of them, you talk to some of them, very dysfunctional for a reason. And because of dysfunction, it spreads throughout the whole population of the community. That let's be fair and honest. We as men, we think and feel that how we move and think and how we maneuver in this world, we act as normal. And when normality cause this dysfunction. Because everything we do as black people, we do in the reverse. And they will use enough black men that if they're not really careful and really rationally thinking when they open them out and say these things, we go and fall under their hands. Generally. Let's keep going. Oh, and one thing, please, no all caps. As you know, we have the bot. The bot will start removing comments. That's how the bot works. If you put all caps, it's gonna remove it. So let you know. All right, I'm gonna let Dave Care say a little bit thing more, and I'm gonna play some videos of this or audio.
Now, somebody got their hand up in the back of the class, and I see they're asking the question. Well, wait a minute. CJ King doesn't have any dysfunction. He's a college-educated brother, a law school grad, upperly mobile brother, great earning potential, no criminal record, don't have no babies throughout the town. So you said they're going to use their dysfunction against us, but this brother doesn't have any dysfunction. That's a good question. I'm glad you asked, because what you have to understand is that where there is no dysfunction, they will manufacture it. Oh yeah. Anything to get to that white man, which we're going to deal with in a minute. But where there is no dysfunction, because remember now, y'all got to remember, when we come out and we laugh about 70% of black women being single, what do they say? What is their retort for that? Their rebuttal is, well, the reason why 70% of black women are single is because the dating pool of eligible black men is shrinking due to crime, due to homicide, due to prison. These are the talking points.
Oh, one thing, guys, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And, I'm playing old David Carroll. David Carroll. And the funny thing, right, is and another thing, if we notice, David Carroll said a lot of things, and I might come to the point, I might start taking some of his older streams and combine them some way and condense them. I might see if we can limit the language and probably start focusing more on this channel, because knowing that, he's a man that does content for a good long time, what he has said 2, 3, 4, 5, or 10 years ago still holds claim today. Because this mindset is very sickening. Oh, another side note by Dessalines Nefari. Or Nefari. And Dessalines. That brother did a video, which I will highly advise people to check him out. He talks about how to watch and look for women that are quote unquote divested. It's a very good video he did, but you have to pay to watch that. So you got to find him on YouTube. And I watched it, and that brother with the sister he had had a conversation was spot on about how to spot these women. Because let me tell you some guys, there are so many women right now, or little women, right, that are out here, that they are they are doing the reach back. And the fight in the reach back, that this alleged pro-blackness is falsy. It is not a reality. I think the women that are more and more considered pro-black, or they said they're part of the community or for the community, are, dabbling. And they're dabbling pretty bad out here. But I'm not going into the good consecrated Dessalines. You're going to find out. So now let me shift gears. Let me keep playing this, and I'm going to play some video. Oh, someone wrote, they will make up any false statements to give themselves false reasons to say they want to date. Yeah, well, I look at, they create a narrative, and it's an excuse. It's an excuse. Because think about it, if a black man want to date out, he's going to date out. He could say whatever, but it's his decision who he picks, That's pretty much it. But when I hear with women, there's always constant of not only excuse, but moving the goalposts. Matter of fact, some don't even function without they saying, well, the data said this reason why I actually mess with you, so I'm not. So by all means, go over there and be great, but don't come back over here. Pay attention to the language, gentlemen. Anytime a woman is using constant statistics to prove the bullshit why they don't deal with you, in their heart and in your mind, you as a man, they don't want you to mess with you anyway. I'll tell you one thing, they don't talk about that crap if they're so-called invested and attracted to the certain black men that they said that they don't are problematic and stuff. They will do that, and they won't look at them and say, well, they say you're more highly likely to be locked up and all that stuff. No, they just bust wide open for a real. You feel me? But anyway, let's keep running this.
Homosexuality. All the good black men are what? Dead, in jail, or married. That's what they say. These are their talking points. Maybe not in jail, dead or married. But, that's subject for another video. We know the talking points they use. So if that's the reason that you have 70% of black women who are chronically single is because of this dating pool has shrunk. And you have a CJ who clearly is above that. Now, they criticize this brother for it because of how he was posing in his Instagram photos after graduation. Hey, come on now, that's the best y'all got. That's the best y'all got. Y'all mean to try to tell me if you've ever been to a college graduation, if you ever graduated, what are people doing right after that graduation is over? They're taking pictures, they're clowning. Hell, you done busted your ass for 6 years trying to get this degree. I'm going to take these pictures. After I do the formal picture with the family, I'm going to clown in those photos. Yes, we got to give the brother a pass. He's graduating from law school, for heaven's sake. That's the best y'all got. Y'all going to complain about how he's posing in his pictures where there is no dysfunction. They're going to manufacture dysfunction. Why? Because they need dysfunction to justify doing what? What have I told y'all? They're going to use your dysfunction against you to justify doing what? Getting with God. In other words, the white man. getting with God. In other words, the white man. Getting with God. In other words, the white man. Getting with God. In other words, the white man. Getting with God. In other words, the white man. Getting with God. In other words, the white man.
A sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. Sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro.
Yeah. So yeah. And I see you, DOD. What's good, DOD? Like I say, guys, make sure you like the stream and, you know, support the channel. You know, I will surely even more appreciate it. You know, always we have a goal, $50 roughly is goal for every stream. Roughly, we try to match and hit roughly, but yeah. So right there, they do it to get next to God, which is the white man. That's how the game's being played. Can't knock him, but don't be bullshit by putting all this fabricated nonsense by black men. All right, let's see. As a matter of fact, here's some other visuals here that you should check out. Check this out. And if you see this video, if you notice, y'all see it? Regular dude. And one thing I've learned, if Mr. Charlie gets one of, let's say, one of these ladies, right? Have you guys noticed that they start dressing non-black men into white black men? Have y'all noticed this? DOD, I'm not sure, but try to limit mentioning it. Have you noticed what? And this is what I've noticed, and this is same for what what do you call it? Kelsey, the wide receiver from the Kansas City Chiefs, when he was dating what's his name? Kalen, right? This dude had cyberbs. Yeah, she shaped him up to look like a brother. Same with this dude right here. When he met a black woman and he married her, right? She shaped him up to look like a black man. So subliminally, a good portion of sisters take the so-called white man, or they want to call him the white king, and they will shape him up to be a brother. What that tells you right there. That tells you subliminally, they want a black man like a certain aesthetic, mostly with the hair, facial hairs and stuff, but really have white skin. I find that to be very weird. I think with black men, you don't see black men go out the way and say, all right, if they're dealing with non-black women, sweetie, I know you got straight hair, but you're going to have to put your hair in some box braids. Put your hair in cornbread, with the cornrows. All this stuff. You don't see a lot of brothers changing the aesthetic of non-black women, i.e., you know, Caucasian women, Asian women, etc. They keep the women as is. The only person that's starting to shift and resculpture a man in a certain image is sisters. Ironically. And I find it to be very strange and weird. But I understand why they do it, because they want the status of the non-black man, but they want to have the aesthetic of the black man in whiteface, like literally, which I find very weird. But they're the only group of women who will do this. All right, guy writes, that's why it's called Black Effect. They try to make their non-black men to have the image of black men in those. Yes. Oh, you know, and here's another thing. Those white rappers, right? A lot of them, if you look at them, they had to look the aesthetic for black women. Like, really, look the aesthetic. I find that to be very, very weird, to look the aesthetic. Why you don't accept them as is? Some of them might be dorky or whatever. You change them up. That tells me in your mind you should not be with this dude, because you try and change what he looks like in the outer. That'll make no sense. It doesn't make no sense at all. But only from what I'm seeing, black women doing this. You don't see, let me tell you something. If black man is in a relationship with a non-black woman, you don't see this non-black woman trying to change the aesthetic of a black man to look like her one of her own man. She just don't do that. But black women have to change their aesthetic because deep down heart in their mind, they want a certain image or archetype of a black man. And usually the archetype is really much, if we gotta be honest, what way they see and view themselves. And how black people view themselves is through the television. Now, one guy wrote, how come they never talk about their high divorce rates with non-black men? Oh, well, because let me tell you something. If they're able to get married, it's a win, Prime. And if in regards to divorcing their non-black partners, that's not something that is really discussed, especially around the black female collective. They think that's not no L. They don't think that's importance. And really, truly, they think by getting divorced by a non-black man, they're going to be compensated for their time, which they might, depending if they stay in the marriage longer. But then again, if you look at the marriage with black women and non-black men lasts long because at the end, one, black women think it's a win. Two, they got God in front of their face and they want to reshape the image of what God should look like so they feel appealing. And the other thing, they might get something of compensation. Really, if the guy divorced her or whatever, they'll win with a simple payout, which is not really much because most Americans say they're not really doing that well. Regardless of who's the majority in this country, majority Americans today are struggling. That's a fact. I'm not sure why black people still having this dumb conversation. Personally. Guy wrote, true, unless she grew up around black people, most non-black women don't have to change who they are when they with a black man. Yeah. And they stay saying the last longer was debunked. The data is from 80s and 90s. Now black women are the most divorced. Yeah, I mean, I gotta find data on it, but personally, this is not the show for data because I said earlier, the reason why they'll use data today, any form of data from Census Bureau, any of that significance, is to point a picture of how you're mediocre, you're lame, you're lacking, you're the problem, and that what I do, I'm justified, I'm better, I'm all this. It's a competition. The reason why black men think and operate this competition because unfortunately society pushes competition amongst each other, and black women are in competition with black men. As much as I don't want to say this, but they are. Usually, if you're not concerned about competition, you don't really say enough. You just be as women and move across the world as is. But when you start talking about pointing fingers of what black women are status-wise and what black men are, it's a problem. It seems like you're operating like a man. You're in competition with other men, including black men, and that's weird in itself. But anyhow, let me keep playing this. What's this? All right, let me fast forward this. Next highlight video. And this now what you're seeing here, this is supposed to be where it came from, the quote came from. As you could tell. That's where the quote came from, guys. And what we seen here, and if I fast forward here, let me see if I can. It's the same quote. We find that Mr. Ben Horowitz said otherwise in this picture here, that he never said that and never even spoke to the women who originally posed it. And he did send a cease and desist letter or whatever, but it didn't really help. I love my wife, but I don't talk like that about groups of people. And he's kind of smart in a way to catch it and say some mealy. Now, if you notice, most non-black men, when normally you hear some forced propaganda push throughout the digital space, i.e. Twitter or any other creative blogs that, let's be honest, a woman created this, they spread false rumors and false propaganda to point the picture against the black male population in bad faith. Because they want to feel and deem that they're attractive, that they're the all power, all beautiful of the world, that they stand out from all other people and other groups of men, like literally. But we all know that's not the case at all. That's not the case at all. But in amongst competition and trying to be validated, you do everything in desperation. What you see a lot of ladies doing today is all a form of desperation, as I've seen it. All right. I'm looking at my Discord now. All right, let me see what's going on in Discord. All right. Oh, there's Clubhouse. Okay. All right, I'm not worried about it. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to run some videos. One particular video that caught my attention was this one right here. Let's check this out. We could say fair use, but you know. This is one man that was saying about this image.
Billionaires prefer black women. They are loyal and guard your interests. Black wives are for grown-ups. Now, buddy ain't telling no lie. Now, it don't even take a billionaire to know that. Cause when you get you a good black woman, oh, she gonna hold you down.
Now, he said if you get a good black woman, we always gotta keep in mind what is considered good, what is considered bad. Should be the biggest question, you know. No one has really answered that yet. What is good and what is bad? Because I look at people are not always considered good or bad. It could be in the middle or 50-50. It could be 50 in the middle, you know? Ain't that something? Anyhow. So keep that in mind. What's this? Oh, yeah. Shanika, goddamn life. All right. So now let me see what's going on here. All right. So let me keep playing. Yeah, let's keep playing this.
I ain't take too kindly to you know what I'm saying, mayonnaise warrior saying, you know, that they're loyal and guard your interests. But hey, he ain't telling not one lie. It's a reason why. I can't remember where I seen it, where I heard it. I don't know if it was an interview or a movie, but there's a reason why companies and corporations and, you know, businesses prefer to hire black women in spaces where they have to guard or, you know, keep charge of the money, inventory, things of that nature. Why do you think there's always black women working at the DMV or black women in charge? That's the managers of merchandise or whatever at the stores and stuff, because they're gonna go.
No, they hired them because they are the cheap labor workforce. Unfortunately, that's why they hired them. And I heard about DUI. And I don't know much about that. I gotta do a little quick research on that. I need to do more research on that. But there was much speculation about it removal or something that's happened with DUI. So, yeah. But nonetheless, cool. Nonetheless, that's why they hire black women. Actually, women is a commodity that they use because they're gonna do the necessary hours, not full hours, but necessary hours, depending on the requirement of the job. And most jobs, as you know, women do better on the service sector jobs than a good portion of men. And the reason why, because normally men, if without interruption, we normally produce the work. But you know, it's a little tricky as black men. You're not going to produce much, nothing, because of how the environment is functioning. You could try to do so, but you're going to deal with opposition of thriving overall. So that's the only disclaimer. But yeah, the service sector and them hiring women is more better for their self-interest. Let's keep listening.
Guard that shit like it's their life. You ever tried to walk out of Sam's Club without paying for something? That black woman is gonna check. Hey, where you going? Where's your receipt, sir? Like, they're going to guard that shit as if the money is coming out of their check. If you steal something. You ever had to go down to the courthouse or to the county house and talk to the people that's in charge of the taxes and then the property taxes and shit like that, and there's a black woman behind that goddamn counter? Shit, good luck.
Yeah, you better good luck to that, man. They would listen. And to be honest, I wouldn't say Ben really said that. Now I think about it, because he is married to a black woman, a light-skinned sister. I think she could be mixed, most likely. Who knows? Roughly, when you see any person with a light hue sister, you always got to keep in mind if she does have two black parents, roughly. You know, some do, some don't. But usually, the woman I looked at in the picture looked like she's a very much lighter hue woman. So it could be either or. But nonetheless, if she is a black woman, okay. But yeah, try to do something without these women opposing or being the great watchdogs. I think Miss Jack one time called black women, and I think he said it, and I don't know if he still says it on the show today. He calls them the German Shepherd. And really, the term German Shepherd, if we know what the role of a German Shepherd is, a very much a loyal dog, a smart dog. Let that sink in. His comment alone saying that they are loyal and guard your interests. That is a pet. That is an animal. This is a form of disrespect. Now, a lot of black women don't see this form of disrespect because it's a white man saying it. So it's all good. They take it as praise because the self-esteem for a good majority of black women is down the gutter. Now, let me read your comment. I caught some of them adding more words to the false quotes when they were repeating it. And do you know delusion it is? Yes. I saw the light-skinned dude video already. Left a comment. Okay, that's good. All right, let me finish running his video.
Good luck. But it don't take a billionaire to understand and know that, boy, black women is going to elevate. I know y'all get on here and y'all think that I just can't stand black women, but at the end of the day, I'm married to a black. I know what a great black woman can do for your life. And when you about business and you take care of her, oh boy, that's why I said I'm all for black love. Black love, I'm number one promoter of that shit. That's why I be telling y'all to get y'all shit together so y'all can be married, so y'all can elevate. So we are better together than divided. It's the reason why they want to keep us divided, so y'all keep working for them. So fellas, y'all.
And that's another thing that has been known for, that, you know, with loyalty, that means you guarantee servitude, you know. And yeah, black people are making these people still rich, you know, by choice now, not by say we have no choice. No, this is by choice now. For those that don't, keep in mind. And you normally do things by choice. That means you eliminate any options you think you have. I'm just let that sink in. All right. What's this? Okay, well. All right, let's keep. What do you? Oh, that's a good question to ask. Okay. Oh, DOD. If you're not busy, I'll put the link if you want to come up, or any of you guys want to come up for your opinions. Let me know, please. What's good, Terry? All right, let's keep going.
Y'all better start appreciating these black women. These good. Y'all better start getting together. Ladies, y'all better get together. Get together, goddammit. Cause boy, when we together, it's crazy combination.
Yeah, that's it. All right. So let me run now. I'm gonna run this here, and I'm gonna probably flip around. But let me run this right here. I'm gonna let y'all see what it is.
Billionaires prefer.
And this is one of the ladies that said about the billionaire quote, so y'all can see what it is. So let's listen carefully.
Black women, they are loyal and guard your interests.
It's hard to hear, but it's low.
What's truly sad about this whole entire situation is now finding out that the article piece itself was fake. It's that Black women have been treated so poorly, so badly, have been demeaned, disrespected, brought down, told that they had no value, all these things, that this shred of uplifting of you know what I'm saying, black women in general gave them, you know what I'm saying, like gave them a light and they ran with it, which to be frankly honest with it, I support it.
Now the man said he supported. Now I'm not sure what he means by that. We're gonna listen more why he would make a statement like that. Let's listen carefully.
But finding out that this whole
Yeah.
entire statement that was put out here, that was, you know what I'm saying, published, and people ate it, ran with it, made dissertations, whole posts, everything like that. People were dancing or on the rooftop, show.
Yeah, and the one thing that killed me, and I was surprised that a lot of ladies were so frill, and I mean frill, that they were shaking the jig. They were doing all type of stuff. I said, God damn. All because a man made a post that you're loyal, you protect your best interests, black men for wives. You know, I'll tell you one thing with these other groups of men. They're very much cunning. They're not smart, they're cunning. Because they feed into the lack of the self-esteem, the lack of self-esteem of a lot of black women, personally. And it tells you if they could do this with a fake quote and a man rebutted, but some woman created, what else they could do to sneer you in to any form of foolishness that make you get out in the street, do all the dancing, the TikTok videos on stuff like this is a consider a flex. Like literally. It's not really a flex. It's kind of disrespectful in my opinion. But you know, you can't tell a lot of women nothing nowadays because they think this is a win in some way. I don't see much of a win. I find it really debaucherous. But anyhow, let me keep running this. Where is it?
Shows the fact that the black community hasn't done right by black women. Black men haven't done right by black women, because it shouldn't be a white man to say this statement to make black women act this way, of overjoyed to being recognized, to being loved and whatnot. And what it does at the end of the day, it hurts. If you're a black person or a black man who loves black women, seeing this situation turn the way it does, turn the way it is, hurts, because black women should be uplifted more, should be loved.
Oh, but they are uplifted, brother. You know who's uplifted, who really validate them more if they put up the false notion is Mr. Charlie. And you know how they know and how they react to? Let's go back to Uncle Dave Carroll.
They have to have that dysfunction, because you think about it, CJ, they should be sending CJ their resume. They should be sending him their resume saying, listen, man, choose me. Yeah, that's the kind of guy we be talking about. No, they don't want him. They don't want that. Listen, that's a unicorn. That good black male, that bullshit don't exist. Stop wasting your time, sister. You about to go out here and find you a white man? Now.
Yeah, find your white man. I see what you wrote. Black men have always said beautiful, nice things online about black men now. Black women. Now, is a lot of black men? Not really, but there are some that's out there in the internet you got, you know, sometimes find, or sometimes you got to scour the internet to find. But there are men that will say and, you know, give their love and affection through words throughout the internet to black women. But like Water X said, but they purposely avoid those black men love videos. Yeah, because it's not actual love, Water X. The true love, if we got to go there, actual love and the modern Western world today, when we talk about black folks, black women and non-black men, i.e. the white man, is what they consider actual love. Which, you know, this people don't show no love anyway. Because they love you, they will not abuse you. They would give you what's rightfully yours, which is not only reparations, but remove systematic obstacles in your path for better conditions or better upper mobility of society. If they're not doing that, they don't love you. They despite you and they want to use you and abuse you long enough until they can't use you no more. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. So let me all right, let me read.
Your interests.
What's truly sad about this whole entire thing, it hurts. And who loves black women, seeing this situation turn the way it does, turn the way it is, hurts because black women should be uplifted more, should be loved correctly, should be given the amplification that they deserve. And I hope at one point that black women can get the love and respect that they deserve from the black man that they crave and hope for. That's just my opinion. I wish you guys the best and you get what you deserve.
Yeah, I mean, well, to get what was rightfully deserved, what we are, you have to really do what's necessary. And usually most people got to work for respect and what's deserved. And even that, there's no guarantee. I mean, we go back to Uncle David Carroll, which I'm gonna run right now. Listen carefully.
Ironies. Because there's two ironies in this shit. And the first irony is this. This white man, he doesn't need that law school degree. No. See, this white man can be a high school dropout. And in the case of the sister that we seen right here on YouTube, that black woman found that white dude homeless, living in a shelter, strung out on meth. And that sister took that white man into her home around her children. Y'all remember that? And she complained on a live stream. I mean, they actually gonna give me this much ammunition, man. I can't believe it. She complained on a live stream about what? The size of his penis. A homeless, drug addict, unemployed. She took him into her home around her children. Why? His white skin. I'm telling you, his white skin covers a multitude of imperfections and sins. Covers a multitude of imperfections and sins. Covers a multitude of imperfections and sins. Covers a multitude of imperfections and sins.
A sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. Sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro.
Very sick. Very sick. You know, the amount prescribed drugs for psychiatric issues a lot Americans face, especially where I hear a lot of black men on the medication a lot for a reason. It lets me know that they're not dealing with normal issues that takes simple therapy, going to the right, not going to an actual practitioner that will tell you the honest truth by yourself. That will start there to the healing process. But I think most people today, especially we're talking about getting your head checked, they avoid. I think with black men, obviously if you're going through some issues, you do need a clean bill of mental health. It wouldn't hurt to try it. and go find. If you can find a black man, that'd be good. But if not, find someone that will sit there, deal with whatever you deal with, and deal with the unresolved issues. That is the role we should take as men, because we need to get heads checked for certain issues. Now, in regards to black women, obviously, if you're taking drugs and you're really going through real psychological issues, and how I can prove this, let me tell you something. A lot of black women do need help. When you start focusing and zero in on social media and live vicariously for what you watch on TV, to the point now, because you can't have this so-called glamorous lifestyle, you would rather do without, even to the point you upper confronting the male population and even create videos or scenarios. How much it's better to be with animals than human beings, man especially. You are far beyond crazy. You are insane, and you do need to go get some real help. See, black man, we can't sit there and talk about some crazy shit like that. And Thomas said, I'd rather be with a stuffed animal or a toy, or even other forms than being around an actual woman. You'll be looked at as crazy, and no person want to be around you. But we are so comfortable that when women make these scenarios, we don't look at them at the same eyes as a crazy person. Like literally. Let that sink in. Think about this clear what I just said. Once you start thinking about fairy tales, being around actual living beings than being around people, and go as far as if you're on psych medication to get by, or even coping yourself by other means like heavily use of drinking. I didn't know a lot of women drink, guys, until I come across certain things off the internet. Besides the bar, yeah, you could tell they drink, but the find that they drink beyond outdoors, it tells you you're going through something. You're really going through something. So keep that in mind. Now, what else I have on here? Matter of fact, I'm gonna run more of this David Carroll, and I'm gonna drop the link for anybody that want to join the discussion.
As long as he's white, he don't need no law school degree. So CJ said, aha, now what? Now when? That I got this degree. Now I'm a prize. But guess what, CJ? This white man is the prize even without the college degree. All he needs is white skin. And the reason why he only needs white skin is because the majority of black women worship his white skin. This is the reason why, as I told y'all in many of these videos, this is the reason why if you go to one of these sisters and you ask them, excuse me, are you married? Are you dating? She's going to immediately retort what? Yes, I have a white boyfriend. Yes, I have a white husband. Not, I have a husband. Yes, I have a boyfriend. No. We have to emphasize what is important. And what is important, I have not just a husband, but I have a white husband.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up! God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Yes, I have a white boyfriend. It is because of his whiteness. That white skin covers a multitude of imperfections and sins. Y'all remember? Remember back when that white dude made that post, or that sister, she recorded her boyfriend. Her boyfriend was a Donald Trump supporter.
Oh, wait. I forgot. You know what time it is, guys.
My money.
told you.
Where is my money?
Benny, bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
Make sure you guys hit the like button and please support the channel with the super chat or Cash App, wherever contributions we'll appreciate on the Chaos Rain Show. And you know the Cash App is scrolling down, and also it's on the it's also pinned up as well. Let's listen more to this.
He was getting on her about, if you don't like Donald Trump, go back to Africa. And she was sitting there in the post. I done videos on it. We all seen the footage. And she's sitting there, why are you talking like this? Why are you being so mean? Why are you being so racist? Y'all remember that dude? When she met that dude, here we come. Here's another one. When she met that dude, she took him into her home. He, too, unemployed, behind in child support. I can't make this shit up. Wait a minute. Stop. You mean to try to tell me the white man who is the protector, the white man who is the provider, is behind in child support payments? I thought that was only something that black man dealt with.
I thought so.
She took that white dude and his child. And again, she admitted this out of her own mouth, not me lying on her. On a live stream, she admitted, when I met the dude, he was unemployed, behind in child support with his child. I took them both into my home and I was taking care of both of them.
And you know one thing, personally, the audacity of that blog, whoever created that, was so bold and so confident to think that was a good move on behalf of black women. But even what David Carroll saying on the video as you're hearing, it makes me believe, say, maybe you do make loyal dogs, or loyal. You're loyal in general and guard the best interests for non-black men like an animal. Because why would, even what David Kerr said, this particular content creator, why would you risk taking someone in that you don't know, especially a non-black man with child, which I think the child might be a teenager at the time, in your own place where you reside? And feel comfortable doing that. That is learned behavior. That's conditioning. Willfully. Let's keep going.
Wait a minute. Hold on now, y'all. Stop the presses. Stop. Red flag. Fuck this. I'm challenging this play, ref. Wait a minute. Ref, how is that not struggle love? How is that not a dusty? Hey, wait a minute, ref. You mean to try to tell me that she took in a guy who was homeless, a guy who was behind in child support payments? You mean to try to tell me, ref, that this white dude is behind in child support payments? He's unemployed. He don't have a place to stay. And this sister took them both in and was working a full-time job taking care of him. Ref,
how is that possible? And that means the man wasn't working. So you actually the mule. wait. Where's Kevin? Where's Kevin? You can't make this shit up.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up! God damn it! You can't make this shit up! God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
I don't know, man. I'm gonna let David finish. I'm this, yeah. I'm gonna let Mr. Carroll talk.
That's struggle love. How's that not dealing with a Dusty? You know how it's not dealing with a Dusty? You know how it's not considered struggle love? His white skin. Say it with me. His white skin. His white skin. His white skin.
A sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. Sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro.
His white skin. His white skin. His white skin.
A sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. Sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro.
Lordy. I think I could wrap it up right here, guys. I think the video speaks for itself, personally. And I know most people not gonna come up. They got nothing to say on this, and I understand. I will. David, can you wrap this up, please?
Multitude of imperfections and sins. So even though he's unemployed, that's all right, baby. Come stay with me. I got room for you, baby. If that was a black dude, oh hell no, nigga. You better go see if you can surf on the couch of your friend. I ain't taking care of no nigga. You got me fucked up. You better get a job. I ain't taking care of no. I ain't marrying down. I ain't doing no struggle love. I want a hypergamy. I want to level up. Hey, nigga, I can't holler at you. I ain't dealing with no niggas. But a white dude, come on in, baby. Come on in, you and your child. Not just you, your child. Mm-hmm. And when y'all here, I will take care of you. I will go to work and feed and clothe you. And on top of not only feeding and clothing you, I'm going to bend this ass over for you. I'm going to bend this ass over for you. I'm going to bend this ass over for you. I'm going to bend this ass over for you.
A sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. Sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro.
Bend this ass over for you. I'm gonna bend this ass over for you. So I mean,
a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. Sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro.
The power of white skin. It covers a multitude of imperfections and sins.
That's pretty much it. That's it. I ain't going no more further. Y'all know the deal. You know the drill. For those that was listening to this. And let me check my studio. Hold on. I think I said enough. The link's in the chat room if y'all want to come up, speak now, or fair holy peace. May it help you God on the subject at hand. Give this a few more minutes. And I'm looking at my other media outlets. Oh, another note, as I'm waiting for people if they're going to come up or not. I did post a new video on Rumble. If you didn't check my community tab, I'm very active sometimes in my community tab. I would highly advise go to my community tab here on YouTube, and you'll find the new video posted on there. I would advise everybody to check it out. And let me check what it is again, because I don't know what it's called again. Oh yeah, check it out. I talked about this thing with Darius McQuarrie and Sydney Starr in a very much raw fashion. But no way you're gonna know about that. You're gonna have to follow me on Rumble. The video's on Rumble right now. If you do watch the video, give me a follow. Hit the follow button and join my Rumble handler. Yeah, and trust me, I went in. Yeah. Oh yeah. It baffles me that with the McCurry and Sydney Star, I did not know this particular person was a transformer, and Darius got all caught up into this mess. But it lets you know the weirdness of Hollywood. It's not a nice environment for a lot of people, especially black folks, to be a part of. Even including the music business, if you want to go far. And one other thing, I did not talk about P. Diddy. I'm not sure I'm going to be perfectly honest with y'all. If you made this far to this video and you watched it from its entirety, and I'm talking about this now, if you think it's of importance, I talk about P. Diddy here on YouTube, leave a comment. I'm not gonna put this on my community tab. I ain't gonna post and ask questions. I'm gonna leave it to the people that do come across this channel to think if they want me to give an honest take on it, I could do that. And the reason why I say is because I'm looking at this overall and thinking something's not right about this. And to find the timing, what they're doing with PD now is very much not surprising, but questionable now. Because we all know what he is as a person for as long as everybody been watching a lot of their famous music artists, rappers, hip-hop artists, to find out, this person. And, the delusion of black folks in general, that they think that because that video was posted, now PD is an actual monster. I'm very much confused, in my opinion. I'm just confused. I think black people overall, they worship too much entertainers, and that needs to change. Anyway, I see somebody here.
Hello.
Who I'm speaking to? Who is this?
Lena, how are you doing?
How you doing? Is this the angel with the nice little halo smiley? You don't put no halo on this avatar, Lena. I'm looking at the wording. It's fine. But if you say you're an angel with a nice little smiley emoji, have it as an avatar as well, so people know that you're such an angel.
Hey, I shall. I thought they could look at me and tell I'm an angel.
Well, we're not going to go into that, but I understand. Anyhow, what is your take overall of this fake either post or blog of a particular Mr. Charlie talking about black women make?
I thought it was met with too much opposition and hate for something that wouldn't even really happen that often. I mean, how many billionaires really are there? And then I didn't like people who went in on black women for they're not like that, and they're not for grown men, blah blah blah. I really had I took issues with that. If somebody said that black men are for grown women, I wouldn't have went in. I would have been like, yeah, I would have agreed. I would have been like, yes, they are.
Okay. One thing, Lena, since I'm talking about it, right, and you're the first woman to come up here to have the conversation, do you think a lot of black women were celebrating too soon instead of really sitting down and really analyzing the wording of this so-called white man that didn't post it, on how he views why he would say and express by words that towards black women, and not really think about the context?
Right. You said don't think about the context as far as what. I'm sorry, I was at work. I'm at work. Somebody said something to me. I'm sorry. You said
I'm gonna re-say again. The wording itself. Have you noticed that a lot of women did not really sit down and really analyze what he means by so and so, loyalty, interest, guard. Now, if you remember from another content, Mr. Jap, he said that black women are German shepherds, and I'm thinking about what is a German shepherd? That's a dog. Well, what type of dog? It's a very much dangerous, intelligent, well-trained dog. How this billionaire posted like that, and really it's not really what he said anyway, and I don't think he didn't really say it anyway. But something like that be circling the internet, that's show, and people that's posting and cheering and celebrating particular black women, they're actually in their mind thinking that they are loyal pets.
You think they're saying that black women are like loyal pets? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, in regards to how women did not really pick up on the language alone, the words.
But someone could say that, oh, well, they're low-key trying to call black women a bitch. Like, I mean, that's what it.
I mean, it's beyond the word bitch. It's like, think about this: that if you want something done, or you looking for someone to really take your side to the point where it's saying, I need someone to deal with my interests, and saying, I pick you because I know the nature of you, because of the nature between me and you for God knows how long, that I know this is what I'm gonna get out of you. I don't have to really do much, nothing. I show up, I give you orders, you obey. You get me?
That's crazy though, that black women are reduced to, like, you know, a dog and being obedient pets and not like individuals. Like, it's like saying that black men are just obedient pets.
Yeah. It's like this, Lena. If a non-black woman, white woman say that, right? There's some men that will say something against that, and they will roast the hell out of her. I mean, literally, because remember, good portion of males, men, especially black men, we're going to have to sit there and we're going to listen to it over and over, and we're going to start really rationalize what they mean by this. We're not going to go by anywhere because it's a non-black woman will say it. We'll find that as a big offense right off the bat. Just by certain words they use, we'll say, wait, hold on. What you just said?
Right.
But because Mr. Charlie said something, and he's a billionaire, and he said that you make at the end say black wives are for grown-ups, you skip over the first few words in that first sentence. That is scary. Very scary.
And then what you call said something interesting. Water X01, is that the same as Water Sniper? Black men have, he said, black men have always said beautiful, nice things online about black women, but they purposely avoid those black men love videos. And I have to agree, black men have always said nice things online, you know, and you know, praise us, and you know, I don't want what a billionaire said to overshadow what our old men have said before. So I agree with Water X that black men have always said, you know, it seems like the negativity gets highlighted, you know, in YouTube spaces that black men say about black women. But there are a lot of black men that's on YouTube and that speak life and talk, you know, positively. You know, you got, you know, we already know one like Amiri, or you have Q Butter, people like that. They do say positive, nice things about black women, and they get overlooked a lot.
Yeah, and mind you, there are some more men out there that are saying some good things, but you have to. Now, a lot of women would say, "Why we have to search for it? Wouldn't it be easy as present?" I agree, but here's the problem: certain things you gotta look for anyway, because not everything's gonna be presented to you verbatim through Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. Hold on. New person.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing? What's your name, Vincent John? How you doing, sir?
Everything
New to my channel.
Yeah, but I've heard you around from Mr. Z and the Raj Report, so that's how I feel.
Okay, excellent. All right, what do you want to add on to this conversation? I'm not sure how long you've been listening to, but it is very much a touching, serious conversation, and something to be really have a look and analyze. What's your take overall about it?
Okay, so I just popped up like 5 seconds ago. I saw the title, so I just want to hang out and give a hot take. My hot take is shout out to the black tax. I just had a conversation earlier with some millennials, borderline Gen X, or if not Gen X, older people, and I'm telling them how it is being younger and dating. I'm 31.
Okay.
I'm not really even. I'm kind of dating, but I'm kind of like healing. But I'm kind of like trying to sort out what's going on with life because we're like in uncharted territory to me. So like being 31 and being like realistic and stuff like that, I make above the average person, which is like what average person make, what, like 35,000 a year or something like that, just about, give or take. Right? I make like 55 right now. Right? So for me to hear,
You just turned 31 this year.
I turned 32 this year.
Okay, so you born 92. All right, continue.
Right. So we was talking about the whole a man need to have $100,000, stuff like that, and everything like that. And my basically my bigger brother, he was like, well, white people don't need that. Like white men don't need that because they have privilege and stuff like that. And we've had talks around, Mrs. E, he speak about it a lot about the black tax, and the 100,000 is for a black man because he's not white and things like that and everything. And this is two things with this whole effect, right? One, the delusion is real. It shows how much. And two, the fact that it came from something that wasn't real, it kind of amplifies that. It's a weird way of one thing letting off another a little bit. And I'm kind of just like, taking it from my own, my own point of view, where it's like a fake tweet popped up from a guy who didn't make it. And everybody who already is like, well, fuck black men anyway. It's kind of like, well, still, fuck them anyway. You should have had this stuff together in the first place. So, and my other part of it, my thoughtful part of it, and I don't want to hog the mic on anything, but like, we got to keep in mind, like, what was going on 30, 40 years ago. I don't think women, oftentimes, when they think about, like, black men, a good amount of black men who come from low-income communities and inner cities and stuff like that, like, a lot of men came from nothing. A lot of men came from less than nothing. And a lot of men did a lot more than we would think, coming from, adversity, poverty, a family that was, dismantled and beat down and kind of like, discombobulated and all this other stuff. So for people to have such a short-term memory, and I like to say that a lot of people in our community is myopic. We're looking at people who came from not having much, having holes in the walls and infestations of rats and roaches, and parents doing God knows what with drugs and all this other stuff that we really deal with, to this point where it's like we act like none of that had an effect to where we are and things like that. And another part of it is a whole culture of scamming and things like that, where people just took money that really was hard worked for and just threw it around everywhere, making impressionable young people or people who is experiencing novel stimuli to new things and stuff, and getting accustomed to new things, and the new standards. It's like how they say marijuana is a gateway drug. Tricking is a gateway drug to looking for people not even just higher value. I don't want to say, because money don't make you a higher value person. I think.
Well, before you continue, let me do this intrusion, quick commercial.
My money.
I told you.
Where is my money?
Betty. Bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
Yeah. Make sure you guys support the channel, hit the like. I mean, not, well, super chat and cash app, we really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. You could continue, sir.
So it's a lot that I'm drawn from when it comes to all the stuff we can talk about money and how these money affects our relationships and stuff like that. Being exposed to new things change what we want and like and things like that. And then the other thing about the whole myopic thing is like the prevalence of it. Just like how a woman say that they want a man 6 foot, making 100K, 6-inch, baby leg and things like that. And some of these things are achievable, but think about this, right? How many single black heterosexual women looking for a man, or even a black man? Well, a lot of women don't even have preferences and stuff like that. We got to respect that too, because
Mm.
Men out here don't got no preference. A lot of dudes are, you know, to me, a little bit more wild because they don't really hit anything longer. So for us to have this, thing about race, and I understand the pain and trauma and history behind everything, stuff like that. I'm also a millennial, and I grew up in a time where people weren't as at odds. So my sentiments is a little different. So that being said, with it being, women looking for a certain type of man, especially like a certain type of black man, one, is way more women than men. Two, a lot of men, just like women, don't have education because it started making me realize that all women aren't necessarily intelligent. And I think to me, it's a little social cultural thing where I look at things I had to work on. Whole nother subject. But, intelligent, literate, able to count men, who's over 6 foot, who probably have a college degree, who make money, who's actually functional, treat women good. Also, like the whole.
So let me stop you right there. So you're saying that very little of the viable men. This is the reason why women are scattering to really find, like you said, this type of brother. And let's be clear. Not everybody can get all 3 6s. You get me? You might get 1 or 2 because we know most men are generally not over 6 feet.
Right.
I fought most men nowadays because I'm around that height. But
right.
When I look at it and never think about it, so not every man is that tall. Some might be taller than me, but it's very rare. But all the other things with the 6 figures, and let's be honest, brother, not the pool of men generally don't have 6 figures like that. You get me?
Right. So
now the 6 are more regardless size of the man's Johnson. I mean, that's give or take. I mean, but overall, not everything's perfect. The point I'm trying to let is this: that this thing you see as posts and the response from Mr. Charlie is evident that is I got you. I'm posting this, and everybody's in their feelings because let me tell you something. The problem with us as people, men and women, we're too emotional invested in general posts and not really analyzing and checking if things are really factual. We jump on it. I didn't jump on it when I heard it. I sit back, I heard about it briefly, and then let things run its course to see what the outcome is. And lo and behold, there was an outcome. And still, the ones that still rock with it, they know where they stand. And overall, you know what it is, and you keep pushing. Now, one thing, I have somebody else on the panel. I'm gonna let you conclude and have Mary speak. All right.
Okay, so, cool. I'm gonna wrap up because you saying that just gave me another thought that like this is kind of like the cousin to the drizzle thing.
Yeah.
It's the sprinkle circle thing, the drizzle thing happened, and now this tweet comes out, which
and to be honest with you, the only people that could probably do drizzle is unfortunate a real low level Pookie, to be honest. And I really talk about that, but when I hear about it, it's like not every man can pull off that drizzle. And if you listen carefully, Nora's satire, the dudes that's ask for, they look for women that are pretty much older that have their money in order, roughly. If you listen to the guys that created, you know that, right?
No, I mean I know it's like a parody of what women saying, making
But the men that come up with it, they tell you what the purpose and what are the things looking for a man to engage in drizzle. But continue.
Oh, so they playing, but they serious.
Yeah, in a way, they're the ones that come up with. I forgot his name, Hallmark Mark or something. But I did a show on this. I'm not gonna recap that. But
yeah, I'm not gonna hold up the mic too much, but I'll say this. Playing around kind of shows the character of people, Yeah. That's why I don't like surprises, and I tell people don't surprise me because when I act out of character or act exactly how I am, it's going to happen if you was playing too much. So, a little falsehood brings a lot out of people, That's my spill.
All right, Amiri, you there?
Yeah, what's up?
What's good? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. So, Talking about that fake quote from the billionaire about black women, right?
Yeah, that came out. Was it Friday or Thursday after it was posted? Like
I
it was
never addressed.
a week. Yeah, and a lot of people were going back and forth with it, and the man came back and shut that down immediately. No, he said he put a cease assistant, but that's irrelevant. That doesn't work nowadays. He puts cease to That's not supposed to start. I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, I never addressed that because I just knew it was a non-story anyway. Because there's just nothing in the data that supports that. You know what I'm saying? Most black women most billionaires are not wifing up black women. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? With as far as that is concerned. But I was just listening to what the guy was just talking about, and that's the reason why I came up, because I really want us to get away from this thing of that your value has nothing to do with your money. It has everything to do with money. When you're talking about value, it's a very simple way to summarize it and to quantify it. And value is the distance between need and speed. So it's how quick a person's needs can be fulfilled. And that has everything to do with money. Brother.
Can I finish? Let him get out. Let Mary talk just a little bit, and then you can respond.
I don't disagree, and I would like to rather have a discussion rather than debate about that, because I do think there is a big emphasis on money and people's, viability on someone who have resources. But the only other thing that rivals that is skill. Something that your education, not even just your education, your technical skills, not just your soft skills, it trumps money. Because if I could do something, if I could tend to a need, if I even spend the money, I'm valuable, at least to my community or whoever need me. So,
well, the skill is going to bring you the money. The skill is going to bring you that. You see what I'm saying? It's right. That it's like. There's no purpose. Hold up. There's no purpose in having a skill that's not monetizable. What's the purpose of having a skill that's not? What's the purpose of having a skill that's not monetizable? Is that and that's that whole that feeds into this narrative where you have dudes who want to act like because they may be these, like I said, these self-professed ladies, men, but nigga ain't got nothing going on. See what I'm saying? You could say that's a skill, but how monetizable is that? When you ain't got nothing going on that's monetizable. See,
I would say this: money is important. Everything isn't about money, but that doesn't mean money isn't important. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that to say we should do away with money because we need it, but money isn't the apex of everything. It's proof of skill and talent and stuff like that. But if I don't know, like. I still have a squiddish thing about money where it's like it doesn't fit in everything, it doesn't solve everything. It's a measure of something, so it is value to it, but it's not the end. It's not the ultimate. It's not the ultimate value. Everybody doesn't value money. Some things money can't buy.
Like what? Like what? What can't money buy?
I'm not prepared to answer that right now. but
no, I'm serious. What can I think what we do is, because we're a community of people who don't have any money or access to money, or even if you want to say resources, therefore we treat money as a luxury item.
Money,
when everything real quick, everything is about money. Now you can interchange that with whatever the form of currency is. Really what we're talking about is currency. So whatever the form of currency is, you're talking about gold, if you're talking about silver, if you're talking about you're gonna barter and trade, so you have to have some resources. So whether you want to talk, if you want to talk about fiat currencies, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
When money loses value?
When's that?
Loses value when there's not enough. You could, I'm just thinking about it off the top of my head. I'm not, like I said, I'm not one to argue because I don't think you're wrong. However, I don't think that's it's something that's just not absolute. Money, like when you say currency is stimuli, and when it comes to stimuli, at some point when you're when you're given a stimuli something for a while, it becomes what's it called, desensitized. So. The fact that sometimes you could give money is like you're trying to, like, in just scenarios, for scenario's sake, right? You give her money to fix a problem. You get money, like you did something to your girl. Every time something happens, you give out money just to make her cry, shut up. And one day you do something, you do that, and it's just not enough. That's just not it. Sometimes money runs its course in value. It's like people with credit and stuff like that. Sometimes even if you have money, if you don't have credit, or even just like social credit or just reliability, these intangible principles and stuff like that, money isn't always the thing. It's like even with children, what's more important for kids than when it comes to money? Attention. They can give a damn if until they find out that they're poor or something like that. So.
Well, let me ask you a question, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Do money today, either having enough or having lack of it, will bring out more than what you are?
Hell yeah.
So let's say I'm going to use PD for example. Anyway, do you think way how PD has been moving, present day or back in day, if he wasn't so rich, you think he'd be moving the way he is now?
Hell no. I don't think we'd be moving the way we would because we was influenced by him for the worse. He was he was not what we needed for the culture for where we are right now. And I'm ashamed for where we are, men and women, as a collective and community, how we go about things, treat each other. And it's really unbecoming of who I thought we was going to become and who we are. Okay. Shout out to Diddy. He fucked it up.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Well, because I was just talking about this because 4 years ago you would have thought that the black community was just teaming with these 6-figure earning black men, and I want to know what happened. See, now all of a sudden, what we're hearing is now brothers want to move the goalposts, but it's not really about money, and now my value, I got moral character, and man, at the end of the day. It don't matter nothing about them skills and none of that stuff you talking, man. You ain't got the same value as no billionaire.
I'm saying this: a good man have both, and I don't know what a billionaire know or don't know. I don't know if you know how to fucking go in the woods and kayak, or the motherfuckers in the like goose hunting and deer hunting and shit. They know how to like trap shit and tie something up and put in the back of a truck, or they probably spend time doing 12 hours of judo. I don't know what the fuck these millionaires are doing, so I can't sleep on that. Because a wise man with his money will get more education and learn or have some type of discernment. So even discernment's a skill. We talk about
but is it minor? But that's what I was talking about. Is it monetized? Because look, you can have the skills to know how to build a whole house.
It depends.
If you don't have the money to buy the materials or to buy the land to build a house, that skill don't mean nothing.
So
at some point you're gonna need some money to even be able to utilize that skill to where it's gonna improve your quality of life and the quality of life of the people that you're dealing with. It's just like, check it. It's like this. Look, you can have a brother who's a very skilled rapper, but if he can't get a record deal to put some money in his pocket, you can rap to the goddamn cows. I don't care about you being able to rap if it ain't bringing home no money.
Now that part I disagree with. We could argue about that part, right? Because art is art is an appreciative asset. So even if you can't make money, and I recommend if you're out there making music, you need a job or a skill, dog, because you need to pay your bills. You need to stop sleeping on that dirty ass couch. I'm just saying. But when it comes to music, it's an appreciative asset. Sometimes people music and stuff don't go on for like 5-10 years. It sits. Sometimes it's not in vogue. It's not there. Sometimes it's too ahead of its time. Maybe it's the time has a clips and stuff like that. Like we have all these remixes and remixing movies and stuff. So I would, yeah.
Or maybe that person just isn't that good. And this is one of the problems in the black community, because everybody either want to be a social media influencer, they're all on the internet running their damn mouth, or they want to be a rapper, or they want to be a comedian, or they want to be an entertainer of some sort.
I'm gonna argue that too.
But what? Huh?
I'm gonna argue that too.
Okay, what's that?
Every culture, I say every culture, my bad. Every generation had some bullshit with them that they tried to pursue that was high risk, high reward, but if it fizzled, they're fucked because they spent their precious time where they could have been doing something that would accrue their, like, I guess, their ability to do acquisition. And that's the next thing I want to talk about after, since we're talking about money and things like that and the importance of money. But before we get there, I want to talk about how people in every generation, they did some goofy bullshit that amounted to nothing. And I think every woman from the last 40, 50, 60 years, because I love the fact that we can have a conversation about men and women without having to hate for men and women. If somebody comes in, men or women who hate or something like that, they got some shit with them. That's just me. But when it comes to women, when it comes to them not fuck with certain type of dudes and stuff like that, is they have lofty ambitions, which is cool. I have lofty ambitions. I'm actually pursuing them and shit like that. I know a lot of people who are, but then some people, they aim the wrong way with their shit. They go, it's one thing to be in a niche field where there's really not a lot of people, but you go so far out the way where it's like you're doing something that's not going to bring no value for a long ass time. Like, you know, people like in the 90s and 80s, these are things I've heard of because I was born in 92. People trying to be entrepreneurs and stuff like that and start small stuff like that. And yeah, people, they achieved, they won, they got the stuff together and stuff like that. But some people crumbled, and some people were so stubborn and reluctant to not quit what they was doing. I don't know. Some niggas probably felt like they could go play the clarinet somewhere and go make a whole bunch of money because they was talented. But again, that's art. So my point being, it's not just this generation who's on some goofy bullshit, because it is goofy bullshit. It works for some people, but it's like being a barber or a barbershop or a church. So much saturation, just like women who trying to find a 6 foot, $100,000 man. You're going in a saturated area where you're trying to look for something everybody else looking for. Some people have it, some people don't. So that turnover rate is going to be crazy. And then you go from trying to be in a buyer's market to a seller's market, and you're not in the you're putting yourself in a position, unbeknownst to yourself, that you're going to be on the shit end of the stick in the offer, ladies, rappers, social media people, and shit like that.
Well, see, now it because like I think that has to do with demand.
Yeah,
like the more in demand something is, the more value it has. What I'm talking about with what we're talking about, like with social media and stuff like that, and you know what these people what people are putting a premium on. It's what you're talking about with that. It's the demand for a shortcut. See, we're not talking about. If this goes back to the skills argument, we're not talking about actual.
The skills thing wasn't it wasn't an argument. It was a discussion.
Well, whatever. It's that, like, so, tomato. What I'm saying is that what we're talking about, those are not necessarily no real skills. You being able to get on the internet and run your mouth is not no real skill. See, look,
I disagree.
Okay, you can disagree, brother, but let me finish, because you keep interjecting. You can disagree, but let me finish. That ain't no real skill. You can get any Joe Blow. It's just like this. Everybody opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. Everybody got an opinion. You can come on here and say whatever. Everybody has an opinion. And the reason why there's this demand for people wanting to be influencers is because that right now in American society, what social media has created, it created this thing where you can be an otherwise talentless hack who would have a snowball's chance in hell of being rich and famous, to now social media has made it where it's a possibility for any and everybody to be rich and famous, provided you go viral. But it doesn't mean you actually have a skill or a talent.
True.
Now, so like that's what I'm saying. That's not no real world skill. Being able to run your mouth on the internet is not no real world skill, man. And a lot of times the people be fake. It'd be a show, it'd be a front, and it'd be a facade.
It's grifting.
I will argue this, right? I will argue that being on social media and things like that is a skill. It is a skill because some people cannot do it. For example,
anybody can do it. Some people, what you mean is, no, listen, what you mean is everybody's not going to have the same. What you mean is everybody's not going to have the same level of success. But that's because the slots of that. That is what you mean.
That's not what I mean.
So give me an example. Give me an example. Hold up. Give me an example of a person who reached a certain level on social media, and it was because of some skill that they possess outside of running their mouth.
That's not what I'm arguing. That part right there is not what I'm arguing. Because what you said, you said anybody get on social media.
They
Everybody
can.
thinks. Some people, for example, someone who and this is more common than we probably think is more prevalent. People who probably been locked up for 10, 15 years and old people, they can't just hop on social media and then make something and then have it be quality and then
Brother,
people pay attention to it.
that's you're trying to use extreme example. Put it like
That's
this,
not an extreme
right?
example.
Yes, it is,
There's a
because
lot of baby
check
boomers
this
out here.
out. Say if these social media apps, say Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram started saying, you know what? In order for the post to be on social media every day, you got to start paying $400 or $500 a month. You know how many of these niggas would be gone overnight?
Yeah, and maybe they should,
because it ain't what they doing. It's not no skill. They would be gone overnight, man.
So here's another thing I wanted to say, right? Because we talk about opinions. True, everybody have an asshole. Everybody, have an opinion, right? But at a certain point, some people's opinion is two. It can be two things. It's very objective, because some people are very observant and keen and know how to look through things and know the mechanical things and be able to identify something that's universal. Everybody's like, yeah, you're right. And then two, opinions turn into art after a while. Some people have a unique, distinct point of view and things like that. Some people value certain points of views and opinions and expertise and stuff like that. So I would even say thinking is a skill, and everybody don't know how to think. Some people need to be taught how to think. That's why so many opinions be some bullshit, in my opinion, for what it's worth. Like I would say this in my background is mental health and psychology and stuff like that. So I don't look down or slide anybody for opinion if it's valuable. There are some invaluable opinions that I say that at the least, but I mean there's an art to some people's thoughts. Some people just don't have it. Now I'm not saying here disagreeing with you. Some people are talentless and stuff like that. Like thinking is a skill in the art and stuff as well. So when people mindless motherfuckers get online and think, oh, all I gotta do is show some titties or show a gun or I'm hot. I'm about to go. Look what happened to Connecticut with social media, with all these cars being stolen and the impact on people in America and just people who just have cars. Like
you made something in Connecticut? What that's up in New York? What say that?
The kid boys and stuff like that. All the the sensational kids taking cars. I saw a documentary and I'm in the DV area where a lot of cars get stolen and stuff like that. A lot of those kids call themselves kid boys and stuff like that. So the downside on social media, when people get on there that's talentless, they do something for attention and things like that. That is not just toxic and unproductive and stuff like that. It kind of it towards the social culture in a malignant way after a while. People get online and they share challenges and shit. Is bullshit. It's not only deadly and unproductive, but it's a toxin. It's a noxious toxin. It's poisons and stuff. Just like that tweet that we're talking about right now is very noxious. It's not. I think people could put things online that make people happy. Things that evoke feelings and stuff like that. There's a psychology to how these social media and phones and stuff work in the first place. That's a whole conversation within itself. But for us to act like it doesn't affect us in real life and don't have stimuli, things like that, and people act like social media is not the real world, where you could talk some shit online and somebody come to your door and beat the hell out of you. So I take social media very quite, sensitive in that area. And I grew up in a time where that stuff was happening, So, so I think people should be more responsible with social media, like how they should with life. Problem is, a lot of people aren't taking life serious. Another thing with these teenagers, they're not getting any type of consequences or anything like that actually have them learn a lesson. A lot of these parents on social media themselves are not paying attention to their kids, and this roundabout circle, these kids have delinquency and stuff like that, problems at home. My own peers with kids and people that's older and stuff like that, who's also on social media, not paying attention to their kids, what they got going on social media and stuff like that. They're looking at bullshit like dumbass tweets that wasn't even real and trying to apply it to life. And they're messing up the real social fabric because people with possessions and money and things like that, people get weird about that in the first place. It goes back to the 2-year-old thing that goes in our mind with the whole me and my thing. Before we even get the money, you're talking about possessions and all that other bullshit, which that goes in the tangent after a while. But
Okay. All right, Vincent. Normally I would say close remarks, but I'm already at the hour, and I think it's enough has been said.
Yeah. Did I talk about the phone?
I
My
hope you
bad.
go back to replay of this. Will be good. Besides the comments, but in generally of the whole, topic at hand, I would appreciate it. Or better, leave a comment. That would go far. But before anything, before I let you go, I gotta run this again.
My money.
I told you.
Where is my money?
Betty. Bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
Please, guys, support the channel. Hit the super chat or the Cash App. Cash App's pinned to the top and lower end. We would surely appreciate it. Vincent, I'm hoping to hear you again soon on future live streams. Not sure what the next podcast I'm gonna do. I'll think of something. And if not, please follow my social media links, including Rumble. That's not been talked about lately in sectors of YouTube. I do have Rumble, and I would highly advise people, if you love this platform, it will also be good to join another platform as well. Just saying. All right.
Appreciate hanging out with you, man. Thank you for your time. Thank you for letting me share my point of view.
All right. Till next time. Thank you again. All right, guys. That's it for the show. I hope y'all got some out of this. The fake blogs and posts are going to keep going in regards to the little gender war we have amongst men and women. It's coming, and it's going to keep coming. And trust me, people are going to rack up the likes and views and maybe some money out of this. Like me, y'all contribute to the channel. It helps better the channel. I'm just giving my honest opinion about all this. One thing, if you didn't know this, that white skin is a treasure to a lot of ladies, especially sisters. And I don't see them really watering down anytime soon on, using that as a front to what they value the most. The links to follow me are the following. You can follow me on Twitter at ChaosRain7. Also, add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Ray on Facebook. Join Discord service of the Chaos Rain Show as well. Also, follow me on Rumble. CRain23 on Rumble. And last but not least, become a member of the Chaos Rain Show as well. All members should have these perks and positives. So please become a member of the channel as well. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for listening to today's stream. Until next time, let it chaos reign.